And we're back for another exciting edition of the Netball South Africa podcast. I am Karabo Mokhalakedi, and we're getting to know our executive and just getting to understand their profiles a bit more. And we do have the acting director of Umpires today, that is Ms. Charlotte Schoeman, just to get to know more about her and the position that she holds at Netball South Africa. Director, welcome to the Netball South Africa podcast.
Thank you very much.
Charlotte Schoeman, who is she? And let's talk about, how you grew up and your love for netball.
I started as a player back in grade 1.
Sure.
I started playing netball and it was a love of my life. And I played netball after school. At university, I played netball. After university, I played netball. But the moment I started teaching, I started umpiring. At the trials, I started umpiring. That's where my love for umpiring started. And I just continued and worked very hard until a very high level of umpiring, NSA umpire grading.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what was it? You mentioned training, trials rather.
Yeah.
And what was it that interested you? Because your interest has always been on being a player, right? And you're now shifting focus and your interest now in umpiring. What had happened? How did you see maybe that there's a gap actually in umpiring?
I just realized that I can't play forever. So I must do something to still be involved in netball and not playing netball. So I grabbed the opportunity by starting to umpire at the trials. And that was so nice. And I just decided I'm going to make something of it. And it worked.
Does the understanding of the game change from player to umpire?
Oh, definitely. If you're a player, you don't always know the rules. That you tend to just play and don't know the rules. But if you get to know the rules, it changes your whole outlook.
And let's talk about you now getting those qualifications, right? How easy or difficult is it?
It is quite difficult because you must be fit and you must practice a lot. And I always got the from Maggie du Plessis. She was our first SAA umpire. And she always told me, you go back home and you stand in front of the mirror and you practice your umpiring. That's how I started. And then next to the court, and then you run, you keep fit, and you umpire as much as you can.
Let's talk about mistakes. Because you're human at the end of the day. And you're bound to make a mistake as an umpire. How do you redeem yourself? Because, yes, everyone is watching you, right? And there are people that know the rules. There are some people that don't understand the rules. But then you then make a mistake because there's a whole lot of pressure that comes with it, right? You make a mistake. How do you recover so that you don't focus on the mistake that you make so that you can make the correct calls moving forward in your game?
Well, in the beginning, when I started umpiring, I made the mistake too. If I realized that I made a mistake, I was focusing on the mistake that I made, and then I couldn't concentrate. Then I'm thinking about the mistake I made the whole time. So then I just realized you must just focus on the game. If something is gone by, it's gone. You can't do anything about it. And that helped me a lot. And concentrating and not listening to the crowd, that helps a lot.
Yeah. It sounds hectic. I think we usually think that players have a lot of pressure, but umpires.
Yeah, because it's a split of a second and you must make a decision.
And your decision is final.
Yeah. It's not like the rugby where they've got a third umpire.
Yes, true.
Or a TV umpire.
Hectic. Now, let's chat about the development now of umpires. Because, like I say, the interest, when you think netball, you're thinking players. Is there interest amongst the young ones that they want to be umpires? And what are we doing to develop umpires?
There are quite a lot of young umpires, upcoming young umpires, and they just need to work hard and continue working hard. I think the main problem is they think they work hard for a year or 6 months and then they're going to just get to a grading that they want to get. That's not how it works. You usually you don't move up more than one grading. So it takes hard work, and it also takes they must be able and they must be willing to listen to a mentor. If you just get yourself a mentor that's willing to walk the extra mile, your head is through. You can go forward. You can go onto the road forward.
Sure. So about grading, you keep mentioning gradings. How do they work and what are gradings? Maybe there's someone watching out there and they just don't understand, how umpiring works. How does it work and what are graders and what do you grade?
Okay, the graders, they usually are umpires. Some of them are retired umpires. Some of them are active umpires still. And then you watch the umpires, you assess them according to a list of things like vision, movement. Are they early at the goal circle? Are they late at the goal circle? Do they see all the minor mistakes like footwork errors, replay errors, time holding the ball, and then also the majors, the contacts and the obstructions? So that's what they do, and they sit and they watch the umpires for at least 3/4 of the match.
Okay. And how do the grades work? Is it A, B, C, D?
Yes, it starts at a SASN level. Well, that's the school's gradings. But then we start as NSA, we start at provincial gradings. And then if they get to a provincial B, they can get a NSA grading. And then they usually start on a C because that's the lowest NSA grading they can get, a C, and then they move up forwards through the ranks.
And how often I know rules change and they get upgraded. How often in netball do those change?
Well, we had the World Cups, and after each World Cup, it changed a bit. Sometimes more than other times. Some years they changed one rule. I think it was about 8 years ago. One rule changed, but just after the World Cup 2023, there was a lot of changes.
Sure.
Yeah, new rule book, a lot of changes, and we had to start umpiring according to the new rules.
And then as NSA, what do you then do? Do you take your umpires then for a course so that they can be updated with what the new rules are so that they understand them? Is that how it works?
Yes, but not NSA per se. We had opportunity for people, for graders and for coaches to apply to be course presenters for NSA. They had to it was a viral course that we did, and then afterwards you got your certificate, and now I think we are 25 or 26 NSA course presenters. So then they take them, they present the course, and they write the exams. They must, to obtain NSA grading, they must pass the level 3 exams. And that's quite difficult.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a difficult exam.
Man. And how are we doing in South Africa in terms of our umpires umpiring international tournaments? Are we seeing growth there as well?
Definitely. At this stage, we've got quite a lot of umpires acting overseas, and there are lots more. Tutor was chosen now, and he umpired his first Yeah, his first tournament overseas, and it went very well. Yeah, we got very good feedback.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Sure. Let's talk about opportunities. What opportunities are available for umpires, especially to develop their skills?
Well, we've got umpires in parts of the country who don't have a lot of opportunities, but um, they get invited to tournaments like this TNC tournament.
Yes.
That's a very good place to start. And then after this, there's the male tournament and the Spa ladies tournament where they can go, but they need to have a specific grading before they can go and umpire there. So that's why I say this is a very good place to start. And even the all ages of the schools. Even if you are a senior umpire, it's good to start there and to grab every opportunity that you can.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one really needs to be passionate about this, right? Because I feel like it's just a whole lot of work, it's a whole lot of understanding, it's a whole lot of multitasking as well that comes with it.
And as I said just now, it's a lot of decisions that's been made in a split of a time, seconds, and you have to make a decision and just leave the decision that you made just back there. Don't wonder and think about it the whole time.
Sure. As a director, did you ever see yourself now as, holding this position that you hold?
I'm now at this stage, I'm getting into the position. I really enjoy it. At the beginning, I was very scared to do the work. I didn't know if I was doing it correctly, and I didn't know what they expected from me. But now, it's almost a year that I've been in this position, and I like it very much, and it's interesting, and I learn a lot. And the main thing is I get to work with the umpires, young ones, older ones, senior ones. It's very nice. That's what I want to do.
How is the community of umpires? I feel in tournaments, umpires, they are a no-go area. They're always, serious. They're always focused. They're always in their own corner out there. What's the community like? Are you guys supporting one another? Can you just paint a picture for us of what's it like?
I think there are, like in any other sport, there are people who don't want to mingle with the others, but they do inspire each other and they support each other. If we look at yesterday, they had to run the yo-yo
Yes,
test,
I saw that.
and they standing next to the court and they clapping and they just shouting at each other and just so that they make the yo-yo. They get to the level where they have to get to.
Yeah. There's a young, aspiring umpire out there. What would you like to say to them, especially those that feel that this opportunity is too far to reach?
Just keep on. Don't lose faith in yourself, and just have faith in yourself, and know that if you go to a court, you're the best umpire behind that whistle. And just continue, just keep on. Don't let it go. Don't think you'll never get there. Then you won't get there.
Yeah. Director, thank you so much for coming through. Really appreciate you opening my eyes. I think my eyes are really open from just getting to know more about what it is that umpires do. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
And that was the director of umpires, the acting director of umpires, Charlotte Schoeman. Until we do it again, have yourself a fantastic day.